Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Massey here, coming at you live from my studio. Today, we're going to talk about an introduction to polynomials, kind of give you guys the lay of the land, open the rule book for you, and let you know what to expect in the upcoming homeworks, lessons, and assessments in the chapter about polynomials. So normally when you have polynomials, you got a bear, you got a monster of a problem with several terms, you got exponents, variables floating around everywhere. It looks kind of disastrous, looks kind of intimidating, but they're actually very easy. It's mostly pattern recognition, very little math, all right? Mostly pattern recognition, very little math. All right, so see what we got. So first things first, we're going to ask you to put this guy into standard form. So to do that, all we have to do is identify the largest exponent. So we're looking at this thing in green right here, and I'm trying to identify the largest exponent. If you can help me out, what do you got? What do you see? That's right, I think I heard it. I see a 5. That's going to be the largest exponent I got, that 5. Okay? So when I'm putting this thing into standard form, I got to put this term right here, right out in front. He's going to be the leader of the pack because he has the largest exponent. All right? From there, I have to organize these things in order, in succession. Down the row they go, from largest to least. So what's next up here that you see? I see a 4. It looks like that guy's going to be next. So this is going to be my next term in standard form. 7x to the 4th. Scoop. All right, keep them coming. What's next? Looks like this guy's going to be next, my 5x to the 3rd. All right. So, that's a positive 5x to the 3rd, so show me. Give me a positive 5x to the 3rd. Last but not least, I got this little fella. He's only got an x to the power of 1. So he's going to be my remaining guy. He's going to be the straggler, the guy at the end of the pack, but that's okay. Once I'm here, that's it. Standard form, done. You know it. We solved that guy. On to the next one. So my leading coefficients, these are easy. This is just the guy in the front of the pack. He's the pack leader, aka the leading coefficient. So the number in front of your variable with the largest coefficients is known as the leading coefficients. Let me rephrase that. The number in front of the variable with the largest exponents is known as your leading coefficient. So in this case, my leading coefficient is just a -2. Piece of cake. All right? Keep it moving. To identify the degree of the polynomial, it's simply the largest exponent. So if you got a polynomial, look for the largest exponent. In this case, it's going to be a 5. So I got a little purple 5. The degree of this exponent, that's going to be a 5th degree polynomial. 5th degree polynomial. All right? For the number of terms, the terms can be broken up and identified and separated by signs of operations. In this case, we have pluses, but it could be a plus or a minus sign. Whenever you see those break up, they separate, they differentiate terms. So here, what do we got? Looks like we got this guy out in front. I know I'm getting this thing kind of messy, but bear with me. So we got this guy out in front. It's going to be 1 term. We got 2 terms, 3 terms. Looks like we got 4 terms. Can you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Scoop. So there it is. Number of terms, yeah, we counted them. That's 4. That's 4 terms, all right? So to name this polynomial, I'm only going to ask you to name these couple right here, between 2 and 5. So between 2 and 5, they have names. And in math, we got to name these things. They're not just anybody, they're names. So this one's going to be called Any Takers? That's right, nobody's here. I thought I heard something. I thought I heard a quintic. So for this one, if it's going to be to the 5th degree, I'm looking for a quintic. This is a quintic function, all right? Now down here you got degrees of 2. So if you see something like x squared, yada, 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 you've seen those before. These are called quadratics. That's right, quadratic functions. Anything to the 3rd power is called a cubic. That's right, cubic. All right. Anything to the 4th power is going to be called a quartic. Yeah, they like these weird sounding names. A quartic. All right. And last but not least, we got the one we just talked about. I want to change colors on them. We got a quintic to the 5th degree, an exponent of 5. All right? So that's the lay of the land. That's what to expect. So if they ask you for these couple of things on the test, quiz, assessments, homeworks, bam, you got it. All right? Let's talk about these guys over here. I got 2 more examples. I apologize about the glare. All right? So I got one example I've asked you to add, one example I've asked you to subtract. So I want to talk about these for a sec. I want to see what we got. Again, not so much math going on here. It's mostly pattern recognition. So I'm looking for like terms. And if you recall, like terms are the same variable raised to the same power. So let me take out my pink pen because it stands out. On the left, I got a trinomial. I got 3 terms. On the right, I got a polynomial. It's got more than 3 terms. Poly means many, right? So let me see what I got. So first guy on my hit list is this fella, an x to the 4th. Do I have any other x to the 4ths over here? Does this guy have any friends to play with and combine forces with? Scoop. Looks like he's got this little fella right here. So I got a 1x to the 4th, right? 1x to the 4th plus negative 5x to the 4th. That gives me a negative 4x to the 4th. I kept my variable and my exponent, and I just added my coefficients. Are you guys okay with that?
Yeah.
All right, keep it moving. What's next? I got a negative x squared. Does he have any friends to join forces with? Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, he does. All right, good for him. What's negative 1 plus positive 1? That's a big fat nothing, so get those guys out of my face. It adds up to 0, so they're eliminated. All right, what's next? Keeping it moving, going down the row. Looks like I got this guy. I got no more x's, but I got this guy on the right. A negative 1x to the 3rd. Negative 1x to the 3rd. He's got no friends. So bring his no friend having self right on down. Negative 1x to the 3rd. Bring him right on down. Now, it looks like all that I'm missing are my real regular numbers with no variables. These guys here in blue. All right? So, they're like terms. They got no variables, so I'm going to combine those suckers. So I got 4 plus negative 7. That gives me that negative 3. Negative 3. Once I'm here, I cannot proceed any further. I cannot continue. Those are unlike terms that I cannot combine.
So that, ladies and gentlemen, is your final answer.
Yay! And the crowd goes crazy. Woo! Woo! All right. Don't get too excited. Stay with me. We got uno mas. We got one more problem in our intro to polynomials. We got this fella. Now, when I'm subtracting, it's going to be the same thing as before. I'm simply just looking for like terms that I can combine and apply the operation to. In this case, the operation subtraction. So let's see what I got. Do I have any other x to the 3rds for this guy to party with? Nope. So bring his no friend having self right on down. 8x to the 3rd. There you go. What's next on the hit list? Looks like I got this guy. I got a negative 4x squared, and I got a negative 5x squared. So, check me out. What's negative 4x squared minus negative 5x squared? What happens to these two negatives when they're butted up together? That's right, they turn positive. Scoop, scoop. So here, if I got a negative 4x squared plus 5x squared, that gives me a positive 1x squared. All right, keeping it moving. So what's next? This guy's next, an x to the power of 1. Does he have any friends? Yeah, he does. He's got this guy right here. So let's invite him to the party. What do we got? We got a negative. So let me just make a new section here in blue. We got a negative 3x, right? Minus x. So what do you got? Negative 3x minus x. That sounds like a negative 4x. Negative 3 minus x, negative 4x. All right, we're keeping it moving. Keeping it moving, combined in like terms. I'm running out of colors. Let's switch to a dark purple, see what we got. So here looks like I got a positive 1 minus positive 1. That seems pretty straightforward, right? 1 minus 1, that's just a big fat nothing. So, out my face. So it looks like this is where I'm at, ladies and gentlemen. This appears to be my final answer. I cannot proceed. I cannot go any further because these are unlike terms. So that's it. It's a wrap. So here we have a nice little introduction to polynomials. This is what you can expect for the upcoming quizzes, tests, homework, and assessments. Got this one done in under 10 minutes. Booyah! Hope you have a nice day. Mr. Massey coming at you live, just so you can get one more peek at all the answers. Hope you have a nice night.